everybody, it's Melissa again. I thought I would create another video, this one much shorter than the last, highlighting another awesome tool for the classroom. It is vocab.com. I highly recommend it to especially English teachers, but really to all teachers because it is wonderful. You have lists that are already embedded, or you can create your own. You can keep track. You can set goals. You can give quizzes. You can do games. So I thought I would incorporate some of that into this video, and I hope you enjoy. So this is vocab.com, and it is a super useful tool for students and for classrooms. So I'm just going to show you, I have various classes set up here. And then of course I have all my students, which I am blocking those so you can't see their specific names, but I can see how many questions they have answered. And I can actually go into each of the classes and I can look at each student individually. For instance, this particular student has 35,000 points. But if I go down and look at, let's say, this particular student, he has 70,000 points. I can see some of the top trouble words and which of the list the student has been working on. So, for instance, this student, although he has a lot of points, has not completed the recent list. And so that tells me that he's probably acquiring points on another list that he's already mastered, which sometimes students will do that. If you give them a goal, you have to kind of designate, you have to let them know. So you can also see the recent assignments and the list that students have been working on, and you can assign new list. So if I wanted to assign a new list, I simply go to my list and then I can click new list, and I can either create my own or I can use one of the lists that are already in the bank. And it's super easy because literally you can just copy and paste a list of words and it will appear in your list. One of the things that I love about this application is the Vocab Jam. The kids love the Vocab Jams as well. I have actually had students who will play the Vocab Jam with each other outside of class. Now, I also usually provide some kind of incentive for reaching a certain number in vocab.com, but it's really awesome because you literally just create a jam. You pick how many questions, how hard you want it to be, how many teams, and you can either assign the teams randomly or you can assign them yourself and pick the classes that you want to join and then create your jam. And so literally, so I'm just going to do create a jam, and you'll notice I have my information. The students just log on and I can hit start jam whenever I'm ready to start. And the kids are basically racing to get the most points, and the team with the most points is the winner. And of course, the quicker you answer a question, the more points you're going to get. I'll tell you that I have seen a direct correlation between test scores and high vocabulary, and I'm sure most English teachers would agree with that. So, one of the things that I do every semester is assign vocabulary, and I assign vocabulary list based on where the student's lexile level is, ensuring that I'm challenging their lexile level, because of course, so we could have a class of 30 people and there might be some who can read lexile levels of 1,1600 and others that are in the 800. So I can create lists and differentiate and assign specific lists to certain individuals. It's not, I'll tell you, I think one of the things I like about this too is I feel like it can be challenging at times. It's not, it can be easy, but I think that on the most part, depending upon the word list that you're assigning, it provides a little bit of a challenge. So the beauty of this program is that it does not rely on mere rote memorization. It forces the kids to learn how to use the word in context. And it also helps kids with looking for context clues, because in some cases, for instance, like this particular sentence, it says a parent is most likely to foist which of the following on his children. So you have to kind of think, what would we foist on our children? And yay, if you get it right, it gives you explanation, it gives additional detail, but it also will often give a sentence. It will give a sentence in which you need to determine which word would fit. And again, the only way to do that would be based on context clues. So while it does offer students the opportunity to practice and learn the meaning of words, one of the great things about it is they do often have to put them in context, especially when you're playing the games with the students, and they have to know how to use the words. So they can practice in one mode, and then with the games or the contest, they have to know the meaning to be able to determine which word would fit based on context clues. So that's about it for now. I hope that this was helpful. Make sure you subscribe and come back soon.